for our drivetrain. For our drivetrain, maintaining it, for those that haven't caught it last week, to maintain the drivetrain, what we want is a very clean chain, because after you've been riding for quite a while, a lot of dirt will build up in your chain and it will pretty much affect the performance of your ride, and you don't want that. You always want to keep your chain in optimal condition. Some of you all asked in the last live, how frequent should you actually degrease and lubricate your chain? So what I would say is, for those frequent riders, maybe once every 2 weeks, and for those not so frequent, maybe at the end of the month, you can do this to your bike. So this is actually very simple. It just takes 5 minutes of your time. So all you will need is a rag, degreaser, and your lubricant. So today with me right here, we have the degreaser and the bike lubricant. These are Cilion bike degreaser and lubricant that we do sell here at Mobot, that you can purchase from us. But of course, you can use other degreasers out there in the market. There are many out there to use. And lastly, you need the rag. Any rag will do actually. So firstly will be to apply the degreaser. It's a very new bottle right here, so just bear with me while I open. It's freshly taken out of the cupboard for you. So you want to very nicely only aim at your chain. Don't aim anywhere else, not on the chain ring, not on the cassette. Later I'll explain to you why. Only apply it on the chain. The best angle to apply onto the chain would be right here onto the chain, okay? So let me just show you first. So what you want to do first is get most of it first onto your chain. And after you get a bit of it onto your chain, then you take the rag underneath and just give it a small rub. So this is what's going to take away all the black stuff, all the dirt from your chain. So as you can see, very black, not taken care of. So another alternative would be to use actually a degreaser kit, which you can find outside very easily, like at Decathlon if you would like to. It's a compartment that attaches to your chain. You fill it in with degreaser and you just spin your chain around, and it comes with brushes which will accurately clean your chain much better. But this is a very quick and easy way to clean your chain. So afterwards, your chain should be rather clean. So as you can see from the black stuff, now my finger is very clear where you can see it. Wrong camera, there we go. So yeah, very clean now. So what you want to do, your second step after degreasing your chain, after you remove all the dirt, you want to now lubricate your chain. Why did I close it? There we go. Okay, just fit it in there. Then you can use the same rag still. Again, strictly avoid applying the lubricant at your cassettes or on your chain rings. Only on the chain itself. Okay, so very slowly just apply it nicely. So you don't need too much, and just give it a few rotations. Then you let it sit for about 20 minutes, and there'll be a bit of excess, and then you wipe off the excess after 20 minutes. The reason to wipe off the excess after 20 minutes is to allow the lubricant to settle down, to fit into the rollers, to ensure your drivetrain runs smoothly for the rest of the rides. If you instantly wipe it off, it won't be as effective. Okay, so that is your drivetrain, your basic maintenance sorted. So for example, after 20 minutes, you just wipe off the excess. And afterwards, your bike will be ready to go. Also, a tip, if you're going to do this at home, best to lay a cardboard box underneath your bike. If you're using a bike stand, just lay a cardboard box underneath, or to have a cloth underneath so as to not dirty your floor at all, to make cleanup much easier and much more disposable. So now I'll just talk about the derailleurs for a bit. For our bifolds here at Mobot, we use Shimano Tiagra and Sensor Ion rear derailleurs. A lot of customers come and ask about the difference between derailleurs, but actually, those two derailleurs are very compatible in terms of performance. What you'll be mostly paying for with the Shimano Tiagra is because Shimano is very reputable for its manufacturing of drivetrain components, which is why it's a bit more, and it's been proven to be the world's best in their drivetrain components, and which is why you're paying a lot more for their components. In terms of Sensor, which is more of a rising company, which is more trying to bust into the market, but at the same time manufacturing and producing pretty reliable and very, very great components for your drivetrain. So there's not much difference. It's mainly those factors that will contribute to those two drivetrains for the rear derailleurs in that crankset.